Hey listeners, welcome back to Speakup. As part of general studies preparation, today we will know about disaster management. Disasters can be natural or human-made. A disaster is a serious disruption of the functioning of a community or a society involving widespread human, material, economic or environmental loss and impacts. Disaster management is the creation of plans through which communities reduce vulnerability to hazards and cope with disasters. Let us see the types of disasters. Water and climate-related disasters, floods and drainage management, cyclones, tornadoes, and hurricanes, hailstorm, cloud burst, heat wave, and cold wave, snow avalanches, droughts, sea erosion and thunder and lightning. Geologically related disasters, landslides and mud flows, earthquakes, dam failures and mine fires. Chemical, industrial and nuclear-related disasters. Accident-related disasters, forest fires, urban fires, mines flooding, oil spill, major building collapse, serial bomb blasts, festival-related disasters, electrical disasters and fires, air, road, and rail accidents, boat capsizing and village fire have been included in this subgroup by HPC. 6. Biological-related disasters, epidemics, pest attacks, cattle epidemics and food poisoning. What is the risk that we face with disasters? The probability of harmful consequences, or expected losses resulting from the interactions between hazards and vulnerable conditions, for example deaths, injuries, property, livelihoods, economic activity disrupted or environmental damages. How to assess risk, the process of determining the nature and extent of risk by analyzing potential hazards and evaluating existing condition of vulnerability and capacity. The estimation of risk posed by a hazard. Risk assessment consists of the following steps. Hazard assessment. Vulnerability assessment. Capacity assessment. What is vulnerability? Vulnerability defined as the diminished capacity of an individual or group to anticipate, cope with, resist and recover from the impact of a natural or man-made hazard. Types of vulnerability are physical, environmental, economic, social. What kind of disasters are happening in India? In India, natural disasters like cyclones, floods, earthquakes, droughts and floods are major threats. About 60% of the land mass is prone to earthquakes of various intensities, over 40 million hectares is prone to floods and 68% of the area is susceptible to drought. Major disasters happened in India are: India disaster prone. Bhopal gas tragedy 1984. Cyclones, AP and Orissa. Earthquake in Uttarkashi in 1990, latter 1993, Gujarat 2001, Sikkim 2011. Tsunami 2004. Train accidents, bomb blasts. Kashmir floods. Year, 2014, in this 500 people dead. Uttarakhand flash floods. Year 2013, in this 5,000 dead. The Indian Ocean tsunami. Year, 2004. Gujarat earthquake. Year 2001. Occurring a cyclone. Year, 1839. 3.2 lakhs people died in this. Calcutta cyclone. Year, 1737. 3 lakhs people died in this. The Bengal famine 1770 and 1943. 1 crore people dead. Supercyclone struck the Orissa coast on 29 October 1999, killing nearly 10,000 people and affecting over 15 million people across 12 districts of Orissa. Let us look at the major ones one by one. Latter earthquake. This has happened in 1993. Areas affected, districts of Latter and Osmanabad. Death toll, 20,000 plus. Bhuj earthquake in 2001, This earthquake with magnitude of 6.9 on the Richter scale in Bhuj area of Gujarat state. In this disaster, nearly 20,000 people died, over 1,55,000 were injured, and 6 lakhs people were rendered homeless. Leh, cloudburst in August 5, 2010, Leh and its neighboring villages saw devastation of a cloudburst that engulfed several lives and rendered many injured, homeless and missing. The cold desert was ravaged by a vast river of rock and mud ripping apart houses and razing shops and structures to the ground. The destructive floods lasted less than 2 hours but caused large-scale havoc. Cyclone Hudhud. Extremely severe cyclonic storm Hudhud was a strong tropical cyclone that caused extensive damage and loss of life in eastern India and Nepal during October 2014. Hudhud caused extensive damage to the city of Visakhapatnam and the neighboring districts of Vizianagaram and Srikakulam of Andhra Pradesh. Tsunami, Indian Ocean tsunami of 26 December 2004. This disaster struck the country in more than 7 states. The disaster was the world's deadliest tsunami, with over 230,000 people killed and 500,000 injured by the waves that battered the low-lying coast. Disaster management. In 1994, shift in the strategy for disaster mitigation. Stressed that disaster prevention, mitigation, preparedness and relief are 4 elements for disaster management. What is government doing for disaster management? Disaster Management Act 2005. Tsunami of 2004 trigger for DM Act. National Disaster Management Authority established under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister. The Act also provide for establishment of state disaster management authorities and district disaster management authorities. Thank you all. That is all about disaster management. We will come up with more useful videos in future. Thank you again.